You are now listening to Ride With Me, the Flat Tire Indie Podcast.
Welcome to Ride With Me, episode 162. Today is Saturday, July 11th, 2026. And my guest, I'll introduce him in a bit. He's been on here before. I've known him for a long time, a little over 12 years, I think. We worked together at our old company. And real quick, notice the difference. You guys can tell that I am now recording from home, from the studio, because those other microphones, I'm just spoiled. I paid a lot of money for the microphones that I'm using right now. That when I use those little clip-on microphones, they do the job, but I can hear the difference. So obviously with these, it's just the different type of microphones. It's like you can't compare a condensed microphone to a little clip-on microphone that obviously it serves its purpose. Like when I need to vent and talk amongst myself, they come in handy. So I'm not gonna hate on those little microphones, but yeah, you can tell the difference obviously. But yeah, today I do have a guest, my buddy. I'll say it now, my buddy Evan. I've known him for, like I said, 12 years. But before I get into all of that stuff, you guys know that I got to do the spiel. You know, my spiel, the hotline, guys. You know, again, it's there for you if you want to use it, if you want to vent, you want to call, leave a voice message. If you don't want me to have access to your number, you can star 678-818-806-8595. You can leave a voice message. And, you know, I played a couple episodes ago, I played a voice message that my buddy Ish could have just left me on my personal phone, but he said he was hearing the podcast, he heard the number, he gave it a call. But you guys are more than welcome to call it, leave a voice message. I'll play your audio on the podcast on a future episode. You can give, you know what? You can give shout outs to somebody if you want. How about that? Call it, leave a voice message, you leave a shout out for somebody, and I will plug it into a future episode. 818-806-8595. 818-806-8595. Give it a call, guys. Now we'll start that one. You can give a shout out to your homies. All right. Don't forget to follow the socials. Instagram, Ride With Me Podcast. Just how it sounds. Ride With Me Podcast. TikTok, YouTube, and Rumble all three are FTA_podcast. FTA_podcast. Patreon, I haven't really done much on Patreon or Rumble, but Patreon, it's Flat Tire Andy Podcast. And then if you guys want to donate to the podcast, it's FTA Podcast. No underscore. FTA Podcast. If you want to listen to this podcast, you can go on Spotify, Pandora, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Alexa, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Catbox, Podbean, everywhere that Spotify distributes this podcast to. You can go ahead and listen there. But if you want to follow, if you can please follow on Spotify, because that's where I get credit, on Spotify. You can comment. Now you can leave comments on Spotify. Follow and share, please. But again, you can leave comments. You can have a conversation now about the episode. So you can, like I said, just follow and share if you guys like the episode. And yeah. And let's not forget, a big shout out to our sponsor, SolarX Insurance. They offer fast, friendly, and affordable coverage. Whether you ride a motorcycle or need an SR22, SolarX can help. Don't let insurance stress slow you down. Call 877-736-4719. That's 877-736-4719. You can also check them out at www.slxinsurance.com. That's www.slxinsurance.com. And let SolarX help you get back on the road. Give them a call. They are waiting. Yeah. And I was saying, my buddy Juan, I went to high school with this guy. So give him a call and get your insurance needs taken care of. As for this episode, like I said, my buddy Evan came over. I've been, I didn't, the last two episodes are obviously me just venting. But I say it in this episode. Even Tom Welling says that it's healthy to hear yourself speak. It's healthy to hear yourself out loud. It's a good therapy to get your voice. Like I always said, people that go on TikTok or Instagram and they post videos themselves crying. People are like, oh, they're just giving them shit. Oh, you're just doing it for attention and blah. But that's their therapy. If they want to post themselves crying, that's their therapy. So that's when I heard, because at first I was like, my last two episodes, I'm like, it's just me venting, man. It's just me going on a rant. But then when I heard Tom Welling on his rewatch podcast of Smallville, they promote a therapy company, and he said it's healthy to hear yourself out loud. So I was like, okay, cool, then I'm okay with that. So This episode, Evan and I just catch up. You know, last time he was here, it's been a minute. I think it's been a year or so that he's been here, and we're just catching up. And then we talk about work. We both have had different jobs. We both got different jobs ever since the last time he came on. We talked about that for a little bit. We talked about the kids nowadays. We kind of clown on the kids nowadays, how they're too scared, right? Like my 17-year-old, we asked him to go do something, go ask a Walmart employee for something, and he's like, but I'm scared. And they all these kids nowadays do that. And that's just my son. And then we talked a little bit about the World Cup, and nothing crazy. He was just making fun of me because I bought a polo right before USA got their asses whooped. So the polo cost me like $70. He's like, if you would have waited till the game was over, you probably would have got it half off, which he's not lying. We get into a conversation about stress and how what advice can we give about how to handle stress and how to deal with stress and how to, like, I've said in the past that I've eliminated negativity. I have eliminated negativity to get rid of stress, right? Well, sometimes stress can be in the forms of others, and sometimes it can be friends that you consider them a friend and didn't see it until, like, you know, after it's like, wait a minute, I'm at peace right now, and you just bring negativity into my life, you know. So that's kind of like, I say it in the podcast. It's like, I see why celebrities deactivate their social media sometimes, because they just hear too much negativity. They don't want to fucking hear it. They whatever. So I've come to the point I kind of said that I come to the point in my life that where, you know what, I'm just blocking and deleting numbers, and it is what it is. If I'm at the point where I will no longer be reaching out to people, if they want to call me, they can call me themselves. But yeah, no, I've hit a point in my life where just like people that stress me out, who I believe are friends or even family, I'm just cutting off. I'm done. I need, like, I've said it before, I'm gonna say it again. Well, what's that word? Hear no evil, see no evil, whatever. If I don't hear it, it won't bother me. That's where I'm at right now. So we give a little bit pointers of dealing with stress and shit. But other than that, a simple conversation, nothing crazy. Like I said, my buddy Evan came. He drove from Moore Park, California, all the way to where I'm at, La Puente, California. He made the hour drive. So yeah. Thank you, Evan, for coming over. And guys, I hope you guys enjoy this episode. If not, it is what it is. If you do, hey, again, if you think you can do better, come on down. You can be a guest. Just kidding. But yeah, thank you guys again for listening. Until next time.
Need auto insurance or an SR22? Like now, SolarX Insurance gets you covered fast. No license, no problem. We speak your language, shop the best rates, and get you back on the road today. Call 877-736-4719. That's 877-736-4719. Visit slxinsurance.com or call now 877-736-4719. Quick, easy, done. SolarX Insurance. Drive with confidence.
Good morning, Evan.
Morning, Andres.
Bro, you know what? I give you props, bro. Out of all the guys in Oxnard, you're the only one that's driven over here that many times. I take that back. Ish, but you've beat Ish. Ish has came down here maybe twice. I think this is your third time driving over here. Fourth time? Just a podcast? I want to say
my third. I want to say my third time.
Just a podcast? And I've known Ish longer too.
See, that's how you know where the real ones are. I'm kidding.
The homies right here. We just celebrate. Well, no, we've known each other, what, 12 years, Evan?
A little over 12 years since, what, 2014?
Yeah, because 2014 is when I took over that territory out there in Santa Barbara, and that's when you were like
That's
Scotty's,
when I started, yeah.
You were Scotty's merchandiser. Dude, I went down a rabbit hole last night of old Scotty text messages. Fucking miss that guy. My wife always says that, like, if that guy was still around, he would have been here every fucking day recording with you. Every fucking day.
He would have fucking drove that Kia with a broken fin on top from the car wash.
Right? Dude, he did that. He is like, hey, it's a brand new car wash. You want to run your car through the car wash? And his fucking antenna breaks off.
Had electrical tape covering it the whole time.
Right. Fucking Scotty, dude. Yeah, no, I was going through his messages, but some of the conversations didn't make sense. But then I realized, wait a minute. that means that there's a GIF, an image, or memes.
Something that he sent, and
something that he sent to start the conversation. At one point, he texted me Fortnite. I'm like, fuck, that's right. We fucking played Fortnite. That's a child's game, Scotty. That's a child's game.
You still play Fortnite.
I still
what
play
are you
Fortnite.
talking
I
about?
still play Fortnite.
Dude, do you have his old? You still have his phone number, right?
I have his phone number. But I noticed that maybe a few months after he died,
it was cut off.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't cut off, but yeah, it was cut off. But it was like, you can tell it was given to somebody else because that person's information, like the profile photo for the number,
it just popped
up, and we were like, because we still had him on the group chat with Scott, with Chris and Adam and Forrest, and all of a sudden this image changes and it's no longer Scotty, and we're like, I think it's time to create a new group chat. So
I've always wanted to text that number to see who it is, just to see if that person has a dark sense of humor, just like him.
Yeah,
just to have that little piece still there.
The image wasn't like, I mean, I'm not trying to be racist or nothing. Like, the guy looked like he was from the Middle East, but I know Scotty has still been fucking missed like crazy, dude.
Dude, it's crazy because with my new job, I travel all over. I can even go to El Monte over here. I can go to Santa Barbara, like, no matter what, like, wherever they need me, they send me, like, and I'll drive into Santa Paula, and I'll still visit that cemetery for about like 10, 15 minutes, take my lunch, and just go sit with him, chat it up, still make fun of him, and still at the end of it, he'll still have me crying at the end.
Yeah, I've dropped the ball. I have not, the last few times that I've gone to Ventura County, I have not gone to visit him.
Shame on you.
And but hey, my buddy Frank passed away too, and I never even gone to see him. It's a habit. You go to Oxnard and you go to cemeteries, bro. Like, fuck, that's like 3 different cemeteries, man.
I think his is the furthest one. No.
His in Santa Paula.
Santa Paula.
Well, yeah, if I want to go the long route and go through the 118 to the 126 or the 126, I'm sorry, it's nowhere near here.
No.
So I would have to either.
It's about, I want to say, like, from here, it's probably like an hour and 45 minutes.
It's a long drive. It's so, like I said, for me to get to the 126, I have to jump on the 605 to the 210. Then the 210 takes you all the way past the 118, past Sylmar, past Magic Mountain. And then the 26 and the 126.
Yeah.
And then from there, that's like another hour to the fucking cemetery.
Exactly, yeah.
So, but if I go the other way, where I go through like the 101, the 10 to the 101, and then I have to pass what would be Santa Paula, get all the way to Ventura, and then loop back down on the 126. So it's either way,
it's more of a drive than it should be.
Exactly. So I think next time we would have to leave a little bit earlier. But yeah, no, even my wife's like, hey, we haven't gone and seen Scotty. And I'm like, I know. And the beautiful thing about the 126 is that where the 126 ends, the cemetery where Frank's at is right there on Victoria and by the fucking Allied building across the street.
Yeah.
Frank's right there.
Right across.
Mm-hmm. So the 126 literally ends on Victoria. So you just take Victoria and
all the way there.
Yeah. But yeah, no, every time we go the cemetery where my grandma's buried is just been getting overpopulated, bro. Like, we just lost an aunt back in February. Dang. We just buried her there. Her son died like a week before. A cousin of mine died like a week before. So I told my wife, yeah, definitely when I die, ashes and bring me here, because that's where all my fucking family's at.
Dude, seriously,
we're taking over.
I don't want to be in the ground. I would never want to be in the ground.
No, I told the wife cremation and up on the wall, bro, and then put me at the highest so nobody can fucking reach me. Andale, cabrones.
Still get a chair.
This fucking guy.
Get a broom, knock you over.
Right, he's up there, fucker. Poke the fucking the tap on the fucking wall. Hey, let me sleep, motherfuckers. Dejen dormir, cabrones. But yes, no, you made the drive. You fucking, I told you, we can do this over the phone, right? We can do this on Instagram. He's like, nah, it's better in person.
It doesn't feel the same.
Yeah,
it doesn't, because like I haven't seen you in.
It's been a while.
It's been, I want to say, a little over a year.
And I think the last time. Oh no, wait, no, I take that back. I think the last time we saw is when we went to Oxnard, right? We went.
Yeah, we had lunch. We had breakfast with Adam and Forrest. So it's been a minute.
Don't say that out loud, bro. Some of these guys are gonna get jealous.
Oh man,
dude, I got when we went to go have breakfast with the guys and I posted it, I got a call from somebody. Hey, where's my invite? I'm like, sorry.
You only want to show up when there's a group event, huh?
Sorry. Like, hey man, you never call. So you're not going to get a phone call when we're in town.
Is it who I think it is?
I don't want to say it out loud. I'll tell you later. I'll tell you off the clock. I'll tell you.
Off the clock.
But speaking of clock, bro, you got a new job, huh?
Dude, yeah. Haven't been with Allied since May of last year. I want to say like mid-May. Haven't been with Allied. Took a small break. Spent more time with my kids for the summer. And then I got back to work like September.
And you went to school for this job, right?
Partially. I did start going to school. I went back to school to be an HVAC technician. Had to put that on pause for, financial reasons. Sometimes working more, pays. Obviously, it pays. I have to pay my bills somehow. And school starts at a certain time. And I would miss a few classes. I would be late. And it just, I couldn't balance it at the time. But now that everything is a little bit more stable, I can go back, finish it, get my HVAC license, go back to being what I wanted to do.
That's what I tell my kid I'm going to do. Finish school, dude, before you start having kids, man. Because then you start having kids and then shit gets in the way. And the shit gets in the way. I mean, kids.
That's a nice way to put it.
Kids get in the way. And
great job, guys. You get in my fucking way.
Yeah, right. Get the fuck out of my way, dude. And it slows down your process. There's a buddy of mine. He said he got into the sales business, beer business, and he wasted 12 years of his life. And he went back once the job got stressful, and he was like, fuck this. He went back to school. He went to go finish what he started, and the moment he got his degree, he said deuces, ooses, and he fucking took off. And he went back. Now I think he's like the water meters and checks the waters and the pressures and the.
Okay.
And then I know there's some science behind to what he does.
Yeah.
So I'm sure the filtration
shit that we don't know.
Exactly.
You do have to go to school for that. For it to make sense.
I'm like, hey, so how do I get into what you're doing? He was like, you need to learn some math. I'm like, never mind.
What kind of math are we talking about? We talking about simple math, or we throwing letters in there?
We're talking the kind of math that Alan sees in The Hangover over his head when he's fucking counting cards, bro. No, that kind of math.
I can't do that. Yeah. Basic math, multiplication, division. You got me right there. You start throwing. Yeah. You start wondering where Z is. Where did Z come into the picture?
Yeah, no. Last time I checked, 1 was 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. I got you there. So if I can count it with my fingers, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm straight. But so HVAC, huh? I have a buddy of mine that also wants to get into HVAC, but he hasn't gone to school because shit's getting in the way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, shit's getting in the way. Dude, do you ever think about it like back then when you first started working for Allied or
Allied? Yeah, Harbor.
Do you ever just feel like now you should have just became a driver? Like you should have just bit that bullet, paid the $1,000, went to driving school, got your Class A, and you would have been coasting. Do you ever think that?
Yes and no. I freak out just driving like a car like yours. I think it's too big. What kind of car do you have?
An Explorer.
To me, I feel like car's too big. Like I feel like my little work van is the perfect size for me. I don't feel comfortable driving big. Like even when the boys were in band and I was driving the U-Haul, the really big U-Haul with the equipment.
Yeah,
that shit felt like I was driving a rig. And
for a massive vehicle, I can understand why, because it's like you have not only your life in your hands in a massive vehicle, but you have everybody else's life in your hands.
And I don't see myself driving a rig. So like I said, bro, I freak out. Just that U-Haul, the moment we freaking took it back to the warehouse, to the shop, to the location, Fucking like I Katy
were
Perry that bitch, bro.
shaky,
I Katy
hyperventilating.
Katy Perry that bitch, bro. I kissed the fucking ground, dude. I was like, fuck yeah, let's go. I just got back from the moon. Check this shit out.
I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, you know what? I should have just bit the bullet. Became a driver. But then stress and everything else from that job, I mean, it still would have piled up.
Yeah. No, freaking what do you call it? It's where life just guides you through, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think people will always need HVAC. I don't think think that will be taken over by robots.
No.
Now they're
100%.
trying to get self-driving rigs, so you would have been replaced.
Yeah, but then if they have self-driving rigs, there's always that possibility of something going wrong. Just like if it was just a normal person driving the rig. I mean, something could go wrong with them not paying attention, or another driver on the road just, cuts them off, or, distracts them. Something could easily happen, even with self-driving rigs.
You know how many freaking Waymos I see in my area?
Dude,
You know how many times I see those motherfuckers breaking the law?
I swear to you, I drove through Santa Monica, I think like a month and a half
That's the first time
ago.
I saw a Waymo in Santa Monica. I'm like, what the fuck
Dude,
is
that
this?
Waymo, though, they don't give a shit,
Nope.
dude. For as many cameras as that thing has, like, you can't even flick a booger around that thing. That thing has so many cameras,
Yeah.
and it doesn't care. It'll cut you off like nothing.
Well, the new territory that I'm covering is in Crenshaw, and you see them everywhere in Crenshaw. And it's like I said, I've seen them things break the fucking law left and right, bro.
Running red lights, cutting people off.
I can only imagine what a rig would do. A Waymo rig? Fuck.
I can't picture that, especially with Harbor might getting Waymo rigs. Who knows?
Yeah, no. That's like I said, but when it comes to HVAC, I don't see a robot taking your job. You should be good, bro.
No, I don't see that happening. Everybody's gonna need HVAC, air conditioning, heating. They're gonna need it wintertime, summertime.
Look at me. I'm already we're fucking 13 minutes in and I'm already sweating. Look at.
I don't know how you're sweating. I got a long sleeve on. I'm wearing shorts. I got my hat on. I can see the sweat dropping down your
right, dude. Check
your
the shit out,
freaking
dude.
brow.
I sweat easy, bro. It's hot in here. I had the fan on before.
Bro, your
Before
wife's inside. You don't gotta worry anymore. It's a safe space.
she scares me, bro. She scares me. I'm scared. Fuck, my kid does that shit. We told him the other day, hey, because now that Nick has a license, she sends him to the store.
Jeez.
She sent him to the store, right? She sent him with the grocery list or whatever, and then Julian calls around my lunchtime because I was on the phone with the wife. He calls and he's like, hey, because the wife likes the Parmesan cheese,
Mm-hmm.
the one that's cold, not the one in the fucking warm aisle, but the cold ones.
Yeah.
And like the stuff you get at fucking Olive Garden, bro. That stuff. So she fucking so he calls, right? And we told him, like, just go ask for help. Ask a lady or a guy if they can point you in the right direction. He's like, but I'm scared. Oh my god.
That's so antisocial.
Dude, right? And it's like,
It's crazy because he was in band. He's in front of people. He's performing and everything, but getting a simple, hey, where's the Parmesan cheese? That's it.
Exactly. I'm scared. I'm
simple
scared. But the way he
question.
does it, bro, I'm scared.
Oh
What
my
the fuck?
God.
Were you ever scared as a kid to ask fucking anything?
No, dude. Okay, I've told this to a few people, but as a kid, we're going a little off topic, but
No, we're not. We're good.
As a kid, I walked from Port Hueneme, the furthest part of Port Hueneme, all the way to North Oxnard in 7 hours. I wouldn't, as an 8-year-old kid, and I'd ask people, hey, where do I go? Where's this? Where's that? No fear, no problem whatsoever.
Dude, in the seventh grade, we had the bus would pick me up because all the junior high school that I was supposed to go to was closed for remodeling.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone had to go to the one in La Colonia or the Frank Junior High.
Yeah.
So the bus would pick me up right there at the Kamala Elementary. The park is at and everything. And one day it took me because I lived on Channel Islands in J Street.
Yeah.
So and you know where, for those of you that know Oxnard or don't know Oxnard, Google Channel Islands in J Street and then Google Frank Junior High School. Bro,
It's not down the street.
It's
either.
not down the street. So it's like across town. Like, so we get dropped off and me, instead of walking into campus, I just start walking home. I just go back home. Like, dude, they're like, what kind of person ditches school to go back home?
Bus to walk back home?
To walk back home, bro. And I freaking cut through Dude, just that long ass walk, man. And then when I was in the 8th grade, I would post up right there on the corner of like not Garfield and Cooper, or the one over, and there's a public phone right there. And I'm like, hey, I need to call my mom. I would ask people, hey, I need to call my mom. I don't know what time she's picking me up, whatever. Can I just have a quarter? And they would give me like I would for the change for the phone booth, right? For the public phone. And I would get change. Like I would freaking panhandle, bro.
Going to Cooper Liquor, buying hot Cheetos and
random people.
Coke.
Exactly. That's exactly what I would do. After I collected enough change, I would go into I think it's Ben's Liquor or Ben's Market, because
there's Ben's, Boys,
and Bob's.
Then, yeah, Ben's, Boys, Bob's, and then Cooper Liquor.
Well, now
on the other side,
I think the one I'm talking about, the one on Cooper,
that's still Cooper
and
Liquor.
Garfield. That one's now a four-way market. I drove by it a few like a year ago.
Corner.
Yeah.
It is a four-way.
It's a four-way now. That used to be, I think, Bob's Market, because I knew all the owners, the guys. I grew up with them.
Because right across the street, that's Cooper Liquor.
Right across the street is like also the La Paloma restaurant.
Yeah.
And then the liquor store across the street. 2 liquor stores across the street. So anyways, yeah, that's a four-way market now. Anyway, so after I was done collecting change, walk into the freaking...
Get a snack?
Get some snacks and shit. I would get home with fucking candy bars and shit like that. And like, what the fuck you come up with this shit? I got a job. I got a job.
Can I have a quarter to call my mom?
And then, you know, that's also like antisocial or being scared of shit. I'd never had that because, like, I was talking to my brother yesterday, and even as a sixth grader, I had a friend across the street where we lived at. We lived in the Miraloma apartments. So right there across the street, we're talking within the complex, the buildings themselves, like what do you call them? Kind of like those what do you call those houses where you have to pay for like a fee for the what are they fucking called? Like you, I got an example. There's people that own condos.
Yeah.
Their monthly mortgage can be $1,000, but they have to pay $500 of whatever union fees or whatever that is called. You get what I'm saying, though?
What the hell?
It's like I can't say it. Like the people that go make sure that your fucking grass is always the perfect length, and they go and check.
Oh, it's not HOA, is it? No.
Is it HOA? I think it's HOA, bro. I think it's HOA.
I think it is.
I think so. Anyways, so
and they'll give you like a ticket or like a little note.
You have
hey,
like
your
one.
grass is 3 inches too high.
You have like one fucking Karen that's going and fucking checking everybody.
No,
yeah,
dude.
Okay, well,
your trash cans have been out for more than
thank
5
you.
minutes.
That
no.
I think it's HOA. Anyways, so freaking Miraloma apartments are like closed off like that, right? And so when you say across the street, it's literally inside the complex, the apartments, whatever. So him and I would go. This guy in a van. Not like that, bro. Not like that. I saw your face. The guy in a van.
How many times you get in this guy's van?
A lot of times. Hey, he had candies, bro.
Hey, what was your story today? He told me I had candy today.
He told me I look nice.
There's like 4 other kids in that van.
He said he liked my shirt. Anyways,
he said he had Pokemon cards.
So did they have Pokemon cards back then? Anyways,
yeah, dude. Pokemon, yeah.
Dude, I'm a lot older than you are, bro.
Yeah, I know that.
But in the 6th grade, this was back in 19...
Pokemon cards have been around since like 1998.
This is before that, bro.
Damn.
This is before that. Okay, thank you. Anyway, so this guy would pick us up and give us like a tote with candies. Like candies that you would see, you wouldn't find in a regular store. Let me stop laughing, bro. It's a real serious story. He would drive us to like rich areas, right? Like out of fucking Oxnard, and pretty much we have a speech, and we would knock on doors and say, "Hey, we're the future leaders of America," and you know, blah blah blah. This will get us out of drugs and gangs and shit like that. And then we would show them, and we would sell candy bars.
But low key selling this dude's candy bars for more drugs that he doesn't know.
I don't know if that guy wants drugs, but I don't care what he did with it, but. We got a cut for every box of candies that we sold, right?
Jeez, dude.
But that was in the 6th grade, bro. We're talking, I'm like, what?
What?
Shit.
84?
I was not that old, fucker. 84 was just 2 years old, bro. We're talking...
Hey, my first guess was going to be 7.
Let's just say Selena was still alive, bro, okay? Selena was still alive.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm that old, bro. When I was selling these candy bars, Selena was still alive. But so yeah, no, I've always been able to like. I've never been like these kids nowadays are like, I'm scared, you know.
They're
Like
so, dude, they're so shy and they're so just like to themselves, and it's just like they're gonna be growing up to where they're not gonna talk to anybody, like physically across from them or next to somebody. It's just gonna be text messages, Snapchat, WhatsApp, whatever is out, whatever new is coming out, TikTok, and it's just like for you and me, like. Well, it was easy. For me, it was easy too.
Bro.
Like we worked at Harbor, we had to talk to people. There was no just like keeping to myself or keeping to yourself. You had to
but
be.
You
on
know
the
what,
phone
bro?
or
I
in
thought it
front
was
of
just,
someone.
but I thought it was just my kid, bro. I thought it was just my kids. Like my boys. Do we go like when we were hanging out with the band kids and going and like, hey, we're freaking taking a break right now. We have to load the equipment after, and we're just gonna take a break, whatever. Some of the kids stayed there with us, with the parents, and like, why did you guys go play with your other friends? Go with the rest of and other kids besides my boys would be like, because I'm scared. Oh my! And the same way, bro. The same. I'm scared. Like, what the fuck,
Dude, it's crazy because I have two boys. My oldest one, he has autism. Dude, out there, social butterfly. He'll come up to you. He plays Roblox like every other kid, but he's like high functioning, very verbal. He'll come up to you. He'll show you how a game works. He'll show you the breakdown of it. He'll show you how it's made. He'll show you how to make those characters on another application to do the exact same features, colors, sounds, whatever it is. Like I can already tell with confidence, he's smarter than I am. Like I told him like he's like, dude, you're gonna make your own video game.
I hate to say it, but Luna is smarter than you, bro. And she's a dog outside.
Dog, the cat that you have in the corner is smarter than you.
Well, me? You mean you, bro? That fucking cat has its own room, bro. You saw that shit?
Exactly. Smart enough to get its own room.
Right?
Yeah. It's like rent free.
Right? Fucking cat.
But yeah, dude, he's like, it's crazy how some kids most kids, they're just like to themselves, and it's like, dude, I hear you at like 6, 7 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock at night, just yelling over the mic at your friends, and then when you guys are next to each other, you're just like you guys are quiet. Like, why? Like, have that same energy. Like, these are the guys that you're talking to, you go to school with, you have conversations with. Just,
dude, like I tell my kid, dude, you are not. I don't want. Like when I was in high school, I was what we call loner. I was a loner, bro. I spent most of my time in the library, in the computer lab, fucking Googling shit, whatever, fucking wrestling, attitude era nerd.
Why was I kidnapped in a van?
Why was I kidnapped in the van selling candies?
Chocolates?
But I did that because my mother hardly sent me to school, so I never really developed friendships, right?
Right.
I had the one friend because he lived next door, and he was just like me. We would go into the computer lab, fucking play Doom. Remember Doom? No, you don't remember Doom.
I remember Doom.
No, you don't. You're too young.
No,
you're too young.
No, I remember Doom.
You're too young.
Oh my god.
Oregon's Trail? You remember Oregon's Trail? Okay, yes, I got him. Yes, he's too young for that one. But what do you call it? We would go play Doom and shit. And then when his family bought a house and they moved, he went to a different high school. I was like, I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me. And so yeah, no, I kept to myself, but I was never a shy person. Like these kids nowadays, I'm telling you, it's crazy. Like. We got a phone call one day because we gave the boys money. This is before they had an allowance and shit. And they walked to the taco stand that's like down the street from the school. And we get a phone call from Nick. He's like, Dad, what's up? What's up, kid? He goes, dude, guess what? I'm like, what? He's all excited. He goes, Jojo ordered his own food and in Spanish.
You're like, dude, I thought something happened to you. Come
on.
I
thought something serious happened, bro. Really? Because again, they're shy kids, and
they're very to themselves.
I don't know where they don't get it from me. Because with me, we can be out in public, and I'm talking to random people. Even they're like, "Fuck that, really? Like, did you have to compliment him in a shirt?" I'm like, he was wearing a Dallas Cowboy shirt. Of course, I'm gonna fucking compliment him. What the hell, dude? Shut the fuck up, dude. You like the one I'm wearing now? I bought it the same day they lost.
I was gonna say discount.
No. I should have bought it after.
50% off?
I should have bought it after.
Dude, you should have.
Fuck. So the soccer game, the USA game had just started. And I was like, you know what? I don't have anything to show, represent the team, right? So I'm like, fuck it. I like these they're called Antigua. The brand is called Antigua. I love it. Dry fit, comfortable shirts, right? All my golf shirts are fucking from Antigua. So I'm like, fuck it. Let me go on Fanatics. And I found Antigua brand. I was like, perfect. All right, cool. Let me order it. Bought it. All right, cool. Package. It'll be shipped in a couple of days.
You can overpay.
Keep watching the fucking game and they just get their... In soccer, they got their asses whooped. That was an ass whooping. Anyways, the shirt I'm wearing is Team USA.
And then the very next day or the very next 5 minutes after the game, 50% off.
I know, right? I should have fucking waited.
You should have returned it. You should have returned it and bought another one.
Fuck, I didn't think about that.
That's why I was waiting for the Mexico game. I was really sad when Mexico lost. And I was like, you know what? I got my Mexico hat. I got my kids' initials on them, embroidered on there. And I was like, you know what? I don't have a Mexico jersey. Like, I was like, you know what? If they win this one, I'll get a Mexico jersey. I'll get a black Mexico jersey. They look nice. Cool. They lost. 50% off. Click.
Yeah.
I was like, win, lose, I still bought it.
I did not wait. I did not think like that. I thought they were going to win. I was like, fuck it. I don't care. Let's go. And I bought it. $71, bro. When it could have been like 30.
I was going to say, it could have been 30.
Yeah.
Oxnard, dude, $20.
Yeah, but they're not legit. They're not shit, bro. Like, this is legit, bro. This like, you know what I mean? I don't like cheapy shit.
They legit lost.
I know that. Everyone's saying it's fucking rigged for Messi, bro.
Dude, I kind of feel like it is rigged for Messi because yeah, he's in my opinion he's better than Ronaldo. He's the GOAT, but it is his last World Cup, and it's just like, dude, come on. Like, there are teams out there that do deserve it, and I get it. It's his last one. They want to have him end on a high note, and I'm just like, dude, come on, like,
no mames.
Be legit. Actually, like, if he earns it, if Argentina wins, great, they earned it, but it's like, make it fair, you know? There was one game where their recent game, not this, they played today, but the one before that, they were down, 2-0? And they came back with a 3-2? And I'm just like, dude, how? That game was like, already 60 minutes in?
Yeah.
Almost 70, and it was still 2-0.
When we were watching the soccer game, it was 1-2. Okay, 1-3, 1-4. I'm like, stop it! He's already dead.
He's already dead.
That last goal was just insult to injury, bro. I think they had like a few minutes to go, a minute and a half to go, and they scored another fucking goal. I'm like, that's just insult to injury.
Hey, just for safe measures.
Yeah, you never know. They might catch up. He's already dead. Yeah. No, I you know what, man? This is the first time that I've watched this much soccer. I don't really watch soccer. It's not, I don't know. The fans have just hyped it up so much this time, and I'm $70 fucking shirt later.
Dude, I don't think anybody ever watches that much soccer unless you're like diehard, MLS, European, unless you're diehard fans. World Cup comes around, everybody's a soccer fan.
You know,
all of a sudden, everybody's a soccer fan.
I remember freaking back in like 2002, it was a USA versus Mexico game. And like, that's the one thing my mother-in-law like asked me, like, who are you rooting for? I'm like, USA. But mijo, you're Mexican. I understand that. But I was born here. I'm not a traitor. I was born here. And so back then, it was the USA game versus Mexico. The game finished at 1 a.m, bro. And when USA won that game, I was outside my fucking my trailer park, because we live in a trailer park. I was outside the fucking trailer just screaming, USA, USA. And then somebody across the street, go to sleep, Andres.
Never met because I lost.
You weren't watching the game? Yeah. Sorry. Because your team sucked.
Like I said, I feel like not a lot of people are really into soccer until the World Cup comes around.
Yeah.
It's much like the Super Bowl. It's like you don't see those certain types of fans until their team is either in the playoffs or they're in the Super Bowl.
Like I tell my wife, the thing about the World Cup is that, listen to the key word there, world. You're playing country versus country instead of Las Chivas y America and Pumas and all this. And then you have there's so many fucking soccer leagues. Okay, so I asked, why does it take 4 years for the World Cup? And they said because there's 200 countries competing to be the top to be able to make it. So It takes 4 fucking years. I didn't know that. It takes 4 fucking years for them to decide
that's like
teams,
a qualifying.
Exactly. Which teams are going to be able to make it to the World Cup. And it was like, I think this year they upped it up to 48, which now some countries who have never even been to the World Cup were able to make it to the World Cup.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, that's interesting. But yeah, it takes 4 fucking years to see who even qualify out of the 200 teams to see what 48 qualify. I was like,
Jeez,
damn,
dude.
That's crazy.
4 years just for 200 teams to qualify.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, well, I guess we'll see you guys again in 4 years. Traffic hasn't been bad for me, bro, because they said that everybody, like the games at SoFi, traffic has not been crazy. And like you'll see signs that say, hey, avoid the 10.
Expect delays or
expect
something
delays,
like that.
stuff like that. No, I have not come across heavy traffic.
I think it's just because they get there early, dude.
Dude, if I get home anywhere from 4 to 4:30, it's a good day. You know what I mean? Because I clock out at 3.
Dude,
so
you get home at 3 o'clock anyways.
I clock out at 3, bro.
I call you at 3:05. Hey, I'm already home. Bye.
That's on a weekend, bro.
And then I call you at 6:55, bro. You got 5 minutes. I'm in bed by 7.
He doesn't get the hint that I don't want to talk to him. That's what it is.
Yeah. I make the drive down here.
Yeah, he's here.
He's like,
he doesn't want to answer my phone calls. All right, motherfucker, I know where you live.
Just make sure you send me the address again.
I know. Just send me the address. But yeah, no, the drive home is the only thing that's like, this job is so freaking. I stopped telling people my job descriptions because I feel like I'm just bragging.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've created people to hate me who I thought were friends. And because like within 2 months of me working for this new company, people stopped. I got ghosted, bro. I started getting ghosted. Like,
well, there's that saying, people who root for you the most are your biggest haters.
Right. So I just I feel like I'm very cautious of what I say. If somebody new calls me and says, hey, how's your job? I'm very cautious on how I answer that question. Because, like I said, I feel like I've lost people that have met my family, people that we have gone to restaurants to have lunch, and just people that have come to my house to, hey, I'm on my way home, but traffic's bad. Can I use your restroom? Yeah, go ahead. Stop. Use the restroom. And that I've completely
just switched.
Yeah, bro. So it's like, it's not my fault you're in a miserable job.
It isn't, but it's just like, you can't help how they feel.
No.
And that's just the way things are.
Yeah. So like I said, no, when it comes to like the only stressful part about my job is the driving, because we don't know. There could be an accident. There could be World Cup. There could be, like, I heard the Olympics is going to get bad because it's right there at the freaking convention center, or at the I'm always going to say the Staples Center.
It's not the Staples Center anymore.
So, but that's another, 2 more years from now?
Yeah.
So, but I hear that, that's, like I said, that the traffic's going to be bad. But that's the only stressful thing about my job. And the reason why I brought Evan came by, because we're going to kind of like lately just talk about stress. You know, how people can. I have friends that they say they work for the same company we used to work for, and they say, well, I don't get stressed. So people freaking.
That's a damn lie.
It's a light switch, bro. But some people have it, some people don't. Like, I honestly never see this guy stressed, so I believe it. And so Evan wanted to come over, and we were talking about the difference between stress and what causes stress, who causes stress, and stuff like that. Because if you guys heard the last 2 episodes, I'm venting on there because of fucking stress. And I was like, this is the usual kind of conversation that I have, is when I have a guest here, and I don't sound like I'm venting or ranting or nothing when I'm with the guest. When I'm by myself, I'm fucking ranting, bro. But you know what? I was listening to the rewatch podcast for Smallville.
Mm-hmm.
And they do a promo for a therapy company, and even Tom Welling says it's healthy to hear yourself out loud. And I was like, fuck, my brother just told me that. My brother Danny, I was talking to him recently, and he was like, dude, it's good. Therapy says it's good to fucking speak, to get it off, to hear it out loud. That's why sometimes when I'm fucking upset at somebody, I'll start typing Like I'll start writing an email, bro.
You'll start writing shit down.
Yeah, I'll start writing an email and I'll start like saying it. Like, well, this, and that, blah, blah, blah. And then after I'm done, I won't even send it, bro. But I feel fucking like...
You send it by accident.
No, right? No, well, I make sure that I don't put sender. I don't put anybody in the sending area, but I just start typing away. And then I realized that the last 2 episodes, I did the same exact thing, but through the microphone. And, but when it comes to stress, bro, fuck, how did you deal with stress at the last job? Because this new job is not stressful. For me. You?
Dude, my job now is not stressful at all. I can honestly go home the way that I woke up, to where it's like I woke up no stress, I go home no stress, I got nothing to worry about. I don't have yeah, we have our jobs, we have goals that we need to hit, but it's like we're going to hit those goals, and if we don't, then like, that's just the way it is. We got to try harder the next month or the next time.
Yeah.
But it's like there's no deadlines to hit, there's no MBOs, there's nothing forced down our throats or something that we need to force down our customers' throats. It's just like, it's more for us. It's like at a point where it's like it's going with the flow.
Yeah.
And that's how it should have been. But with Harbor, it was always stress. If it wasn't a walkthrough, or if it wasn't constellation walking when you are walking through, and when you were out here, you had HUSA, Molson Coors audits, left and right. I mean, with Harbor, we had like what? Now they're probably like over 400 brands, 500 brands, because now they're dealing with liquor,
they're buying everything, yeah.
But they're buying everything out.
Yeah. My last 2 years, 9 months that I was in I had such an easy territory that the walks weren't stressful. The audits weren't stressful. It wasn't really stressful, but because by then I stopped giving a shit. Yeah. And by then I was checked out. I was like, this is ridiculous. And
what can you do to me? That hasn't already happened.
I'm making less money now. That's like, oh well. The only stressful thing was looking at my incentive check and be like, all right, babe. Well, I'm taking like $500 out of your bank account today. I hated that, Evan. I fucking hated that. I'm the man of the fucking house. I should pay the bills. So, but work, like I said, there's guys that would call me. I had one guy call me, and he was like, I never assumed I would ever hear this guy in tears. I'm like, dude, this guy just fucking called me because A, Y, and Z. Because the thing about these walks is that they forget that the company, let's say El Super, I'll give you a perfect example of El Super. These companies, when they're walking, they want the store to look like Harbor owns it.
Exactly.
Right? And the stores are pushing back. They're like, well, no, because we have our own programs to run. We have our own bullshit to run. We have like our ads to run. We're not going to just display fucking beer.
They're not going to display 5,000 cases worth of beer.
You guys want to put fucking beer in the candy aisle? Are you fucking kidding me?
Why?
So there was this one time where the store manager got our VP of sales, and he said, "Welcome me, please." He walked him outside, and he told him to look up. Look at the sign.
What does that name say on the building?
The sign says El Super, not Harbor. So that's what made it stressful. Like one day I got an email like at 5 a.m. that said they were going to 5 of my stores, to walk 5 of my stores. No joke, Evan. My stomach instantly dropped, bro. I felt like I had instant diarrhea there and then. Like, I'm supposed to run to 8 different fucking stores right now. How is that possible?
Because those, when you have that feeling, those stores aren't going to be the way that the expectations that they want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
Because the reality of it is just like you said, what does the name say on the building?
Yeah.
Does it say El Super? Does it say Rouse? Does it say Tres Sierras? Yeah. Or does it say Harbor?
And then the thing is that, like, Constellation, I'm picking on Constellation right now because, and they can go ahead and fucking sue me if they want, but it's the truth. They want everything, every fucking SKU they own out on the floor. And then they're like, and then they're very picky on how the things are out on the floor. Okay, well, we need to...
It's got to be at least 10 cases or 5 cases.
Check this out. So I don't know if the last time you ever had a walk, but no, because you did on premise, right?
I did on premise.
So you got safe on that part, so when Corona Familiar came out, because it was a different beer. Even though it said Corona on it, it was a different beer.
Yeah.
Corona couldn't be next to the Corona Familiar couldn't be
It had
next
to be
to
separate.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it had to be like on a different display.
Like Corona Light and Corona Premier.
Corona-
they had to be separate.
They had to be separate because in their eyes it's two different beers. If you have Corona on the ad, well, guess what? Corona can also needs to be on the ad, but
Exactly.
that cans don't really sell as much. And if Modelo was on display, 30% of it needed to be Modelo Negra, and then Oro couldn't be next to Modelo. It's just so many fucking rules
Nitpicking.
that made it fucking stressful. That like I'm saying, these
Because now
guys
you gotta find floor space
for 20,
They don't have floor space.
and then the part that sucks is that you have other companies that are doing their walks, and you have to please these guys. Fucking, that's their mistake. That's the mistake they make. The company is that they want to please Constellation so bad that they don't give a shit about the other companies, and the other companies are coming at us like, dude, all we did was ask you for 5 cases of Heineken. Why couldn't you put 5 cases of Heineken?
and then you got
But we
50
can see,
cases of Corona.
but we can see that Constellation's having a fucking walk. So even the other companies starting to see like, nah, man, like you guys are fucking.
They're bullying at this point.
Yeah, you guys are wiping fucking Constellation's ass for them. Like, seriously. And like I said, what they don't understand is that the stores are kind of tired. Like you guys have a fucking walk every month.
At
Every
one point,
month.
they had walks. What for the I would say I'll give an example. 4th of July, they had 3 walks.
And then now what they're doing is they're coming out like a week or two before the holiday. Like, people aren't going to fucking display your shit like the way you want it.
That's ridiculous.
2 weeks before a holiday?
But yeah, dude, 2 or 3 weeks before the actual holiday is ridiculous. Because 1, they might not even be on ad. 2, it's you don't know, or they don't know, and they don't care if that store has their own inventory to do.
Yeah.
They have their own walk from corporate. They don't care. It's it's either you get it or then you get the shit end of the stick.
You can ask anybody, and I don't care, but I've said it for the longest. Allied, Harbor, the Reyes Distribution Company, I'll say it to the day I'm dying. It is a good company to work for. It really is. Benefits are great. You can freaking, if you hit your bonuses, incentives, they're good. But it's the way that they manage. It's the way they manage, bro. And that becomes fucking stressful. I used to come home in fucking tears because of a supervisor. I would come home full blown in tears because
Was it the one from SB?
No, we're not gonna get there. That guy didn't even have my back. But no, out here, bro. Out here, it was a different ball game out here. It was a different ball game out here, bro.
Well,
and
you have more of the brands out here.
So there was times where freaking he would just rip me, bro, and then be like, okay, I said my piece. I'm like, so ripping me is your piece.
Is putting you in a better
mood. So you're getting
mood.
your fucking hard on by fucking yelling at your employees. Okay, that makes sense. There was one time, it was on my birthday, bro. It's funny because I got multiple times. Cinco de Mayo ruined my birthday for fucking 12 years, bro. Cinco de Mayo, because that's the start.
Don't blame Cinco de Mayo.
No.
You ruined Cinco de Mayo.
That was the start of summer. That was when everybody started drinking again and everything and blah 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 blah.
That should have boosted your sales.
So every time there was a major holiday walk, the executives were coming down from Chicago, all this bullshit, right?
All the big heads you gotta worry about.
Yeah. So, there was this one time in my birthday in 2019 where the VP of sales just fucking ripped me a new one, bro, because I refused to break the law. The guy before me used to buy breakage. Buying breakage is illegal. The guy before me used to fucking, from what I heard, he would go and buy patio display furniture to gain a display. How the fuck am I supposed to compete with this guy's wallet, right? So I was getting less and less displays. I was getting less and less inventory on the floor. So my VP of sales we went to a CVS and I scored a 47 out of 100. And he fucking ripped me a new one, bro. And then my fucking supervisor says, well, that's a birthday you'll never forget. Here we are repeating that story again.
Jeez, I always tell people, because it's they always, some people ask, what do you do for work? And I always told them, I used to work for Harbor for 10 years. I always tell them, in the beginning, it was great. Just like any other new job. It's great. You learn new things. You're out there. You're learning a new skill. It's just, it was great. But over time, like you said, when management changes, the whole demeanor of your job and the position you have, all of it changes too. It's like, honestly, to me, everything started to change at Harbor when Scott passed.
Yeah.
When he passed away, like a lot of it had changed.
But you know what? It's still, but they didn't even learn from that guy's passing because they
That's the sad part too.
You know what I mean? Like I got wind that my old supervisor passed away, and you know I couldn't believe it because this guy, yes, he was 50, but he was always like he was a coach, he was a umpire, he was always running.
You would never think.
I thought he was younger than me, bro. I thought he was younger than me, and he was 50, and so it was hard for me to believe that happened, and then again. You start getting people calling you, hey, did you hear so and so died? I don't even work for the company anymore, and I already know homeboy passed away, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, no, and then you know, like I said it before, when somebody passes away, when Scotty passed away, what's the first thing we did? Like figure out where he was at last, what could have cost it. The moment we found out his heart just turned off, it was because of stress. Guy was doing 2 different jobs.
He was stressed and he was sick that weekend too.
He was sick that weekend. I feel bad because that weekend I was in Arizona at the fucking at a training camp for the Angels, and homeboy was the last thing I heard from him was he was making fun of me because I was going to go on my first airplane ride, and he kept on calling me Richie. Like, dude. Motherfucker, that's typical Scott for you, man.
Dude, no, even his roommate.
Yeah,
even his roommate told him like over the weekend, like, dude, like go to the hospital. You're not doing too good. Go get checked out. And typical Scott fashion. No, I think that's any other guy out there. No, I'm fine. I'll sleep it off. I'll take NyQuil, DayQuil, whatever. It'll pass.
Yeah.
And I remember that day because I was the last one that talked to him because I was covering another sales rep's route while he was on vacation. No. So that sales rep was helping another sales rep's route, and I was a relief rep.
Yeah.
So I picked up a couple of his liquor stores, and I want to say it's like 10 o'clock. Yeah, 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And I'm on the phone with him.
He had just finished merching that Albertsons in Carp, right?
Yeah, he was done. Like
but that store's a beast.
Yeah, I called him and I was like, dude, like what's going on? And he goes, nothing, man, I'm busy. I'm just finishing up this store. I'm like, okay, like you done writing the order? He goes, yeah, I'm just wrapping up. He goes, I'll call you later. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll talk to you later. Again. 10, 15, 20 minutes go by. I don't hear from him. An hour goes by. Start hearing on the news someone passed away on the freeway. And when they posted those photos,
yeah, because that's right. It made it on the news.
Yeah, we saw it on it was either on the news or Facebook because we both followed.
It was on like the
we follow that KTLA
Ventura County,
or something.
KTLA 5 News or like KTLA or the Ventura County News, like the Ventura County Star. So it was like an image of the freeway,
but you could see his
car and everything. Like, wait, so we found out through fucking social media that he had passed away.
Yeah, and like he said, like you can see his car, and we already knew, but we didn't want to believe it because of the fin on top.
Yeah,
the black tape. We saw the electrical tape on the Kia Optima.
Yeah.
And what hit harder was like you can see one of the firefighters still like
trying
to bring him back.
Yeah,
but. That's why, to me, that's when everything changed. Because when I first started, it was great. You know, integrity of the company was there. It was at its highest.
Dude, back then there was integrity was what mattered the most, and home life balance,
work life,
work life balance. Like they wanted to make sure that you still spent more time with your family than you did at work.
Exactly. And then it switched.
Dude, you know what's funny is that when I first transferred from Allied to Santa Fe Springs, hey dude, that your homeboy's boy, that's your boy and this and that, me and the VP of sales. And I'm like, no, that's not my boy. He just transferred. No, you guys are boys. I'm like, no. And it's funny because the one time he had a conversation with me, it was on a Friday, and he tells me, he's like, man, look, everyone lost it. Everyone's lost that feeling, and you still bring that culture. You're proud of that culture because we were told on Friday to wear a shirt, right? The one that had the core values on it, right?
Yeah.
Even though I moved from Allied to Santa Fe Springs, not one person wore that fucking shirt ever, and I always wore it on Friday, every freaking Friday. And he told me that. He's like, dude, you still bring the culture to work, right? Then little by little, I'm like, this culture don't mean shit anymore.
No, it
and
doesn't.
I took off. I think I even tossed that fucking shirt. I'm like, this don't mean shit anymore. You guys are fucking liars. But you would think again that they were learned from Scotty's passing. There's another salesman that had a fucking stroke. There's another fucking salesman that had a fucking heart issue. And then
we had 2 of those on our team.
Okay, and then you have guys out here in Santa Fe Springs. You had a manager in freaking warehouse that passed away recently. And then now my old boss that fucking died of a heart attack. It's like like I said, we were saying about Scotty, it's like figuring out the pieces of the puzzle. I had said it has to be because of stress. It has to be because of stress. What else can it be? They're saying that
Scott was also a big boy too.
Scotty wasn't the healthiest.
He wasn't the healthiest, but he would work and sweat his ass off. Like,
yeah,
he would work harder than you and me, any of the merchandisers out there. He would fight tooth and nail for every inch of space that he got on that floor.
When Modelo first started sponsoring the UFC, fucking Scotty went to Home Depot, bought fucking PVC pipes, went and fucking
made an octagon.
He made an octagon out of fucking beer. That even is it Dana White?
Yeah,
fucking saw that display. Dana White saw that fucking display and gave him fucking props,
dude.
And
he got creative with all.
He
of
was
his
really
displays.
He worked hard. He worked a lot, and but yeah, he was also a big boy. And I think towards the end, he tried to lose weight. He was trying to get active and stuff like that. But but I mean, when they say that the thing about heart disease is that you don't see it coming.
Need auto insurance or an SR22? Like now, SolarX Insurance gets you covered fast. No license, no problem. We speak your language, shop the best rates, and get you back on the road today. Call 877-736-4719. That's 877-736-4719. Visit SLXinsurance.com or call now 877-736-4719. Quick, easy, done. SolarX Insurance. Drive with confidence.
But what I learned from Scotty's death is that when you have heart disease, you'll start losing your the leg and the hair.
Feeling.
No, you start losing your leg hair. So the moment that happens, fucking Evan's looking at his legs. You're good, bro.
I'm good.
You're good
right now.
That's one of the. Somebody can quote me. Somebody can call the hotline and check me on that one. But that's what I heard. And you know what? His mom was like. His mom was like, I am just very grateful that he didn't suffer, because the autopsy said his heart just turned off. It just turned off. Like he was driving and then it's just like a light switch. So he didn't go through the whole
like
heart attack pain and nothing. Yeah. So, but again, you would think that they were fucking learning from this shit. Like I said, bro, it's people can turn it off and people can't. Like the last issue that I had on my fucking birthday was freaking one of my old managers fucking submitted a photo from a different store and put it as mine to get credit for it, right? So when you have
those photos.
Yeah, so when you have people going through, I was going through my computer and I found a bunch of fucking photos. So when you have people that are upper management going through the photos to see, okay, how much is Andres going to get paid? How much is he going to get paid? And he comes across a photo that he just saw 5 minutes ago. Wait a minute. So they call me and they're like, hey, what's up with this photo? I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, you submitted a photo for your store of, whatever the brand was, but that photo was also submitted at a different store. And I'm like, so pretty much he's accusing me of doing something shady, right?
You had Tres Sierras photo at a Ralph's photo.
Right. So he hits me up and he says, this can cost termination, right? I'm like, but I didn't do that shit. So I'm already, that phone call ends with, not only am I out there working till fucking 5 o'clock already still, that phone call ends with me like stressing the fuck out. I'm going to get fired for something I didn't even do.
Exactly. Just to save another manager's ass.
Exactly.
That covered it.
So I get home and this is, like I said, this is my birthday, bro. I get home and I see fucking Officer Ricky on my front yard grilling because he's like, it's your birthday, bro.
You can't enjoy that. That's after going through that,
exactly.
it's like your mood is already down.
Exactly, bro. So I'm like, all right, Rick, let me just go say hi to the wife. I went inside the house and I just fucking, my fucking forehead touched my knees, bro. I started fucking crying. One, because of just what went down at work. Two, because I have someone who fucking loves me to fucking go out of his way to fucking grill, and I'm fucking in tears. And then so after that, I go outside and we're chilling, whatever. Roger calls me. He said, "What's going on, man?" I was just right here in the fucking front lawn having a beer. He goes, "You're having a beer?" "Oh shit, it's your birthday." Fucking guy busted a U-turn on the 210 freeway and fucking came to my house to fucking come have a beer. Cause you know me, bro, I hardly drink. And so he's like, "You're having a beer?" He said, "Oh shit, it's your birthday." But it's like I said, bro, it's again, the main thing here is stress, right? And how do you fucking how do you attack stress? How do you fucking defeat stress? You know, it's like I've been getting, like I said, right now at work, I've been at peace. Work has not stressed me the fuck out, you know, and I'm sure for you it hasn't either. You said it earlier.
No,
so
this job doesn't stress me out.
Work hasn't stressed me out, and I love it, bro. The car, they give you a company car. The car broke down. My van has broken down so many times that they fucking have, like, it's not one penny has came out of my pocket. You know what I mean? Like, the first time it went down, I was like $1,000. Second time, $1,700. The third time, fucking $928. You know what I mean? None of that shit came out of my pocket, right?
I think that was also, don't mean to cut you off, but I think that was another stress factor about Harbor.
We drove our own cars.
But the car allowance was not there.
Not
like
enough.
that car allowance barely covered gas. It didn't cover wear and tear on the tires. It didn't cover any oil changes, transmission changes, anything that happened outside of work that happened to your car. Or during work, they're just like, oh well, like you either got to get it fixed or you know, you're not coming into work.
Yeah, no, so that wasn't enough. The car allowance wasn't enough. That's why I was like, towards the end, bro, I didn't give a shit, bro. I didn't do overtime. I didn't drive out of my way. I freaking didn't do anything extra. And I think I would have put like 30 miles a day in the car, bro, compared to freaking when I was in Santa Barbara,
Driving
140
to Santa Barbara all the way back.
140 a day. When they called me, because I bought the car when it only had like 3 miles on it. And I got a call from the dealership, and they're like, "Hey, you can lease a new one, or we can trade it in for a newer one, whatever, right?" And I'm like, they're like, "How many miles does your car have?" And I said like, "Oh, 42." They're like, 42? I'm like, "Yeah, that's it." They're like, "Okay, never mind."
Click.
He pretty much told me, "Never mind, your car is good." And now that I drive the company van and the wife works from home, we hardly drive this car. This car's only to freaking, like, we went to Fontana for 4th of July and hung out with friends. You know what I mean? Like, we only it's a family car now. Nick's working. He's driving my old fucking CRV. The fucking one that I put 140 a day. He's driving it to work now, and he's driving it to school. So
it's kind of like I'm in the same position like you. Like for me, like we have a company van. We have company gas cards. We don't got to worry about putting gas in our own vehicles. I mean, we still have to worry about it because my girl takes the Explorer to work, but that's only like a 15, 20-minute drive.
Yeah.
There, 20 minutes, back 20 minutes. But it's not even that far. But that's a huge stress factor.
Yeah.
Just gone. Not having to drive 170 miles a day, 100 miles a day, 60,000 miles a year. It's like that. Like that was a big part of it, to where it's like, if your car got screwed, that's it. Like it's screwed. Like that's up to you to fix it. And Harbor would just be like, well, we give you a car allowance. That's like, what more do you want us to do?
That's how they fucking wipe their hands, right?
Exactly. But that car allowance doesn't mean shit.
Yeah, no.
Especially since they do require the highest insurance, liability, everything. You have to pay like top dollar just to be able to work.
Yeah. Well, right now, again, back to like I said, back to work. It's not stressful right now. What's causing stress in my life right now are people. And I fucking went on ChatGPT or fucking Grok, and I asked it, what do you call a person that is not around, never reaches out, never says hi, disappears for 7 months, and then when he does, he just brings fucking like negative energy. And Grok called that person a parasite. I was like, holy shit, I have a lot of parasites in my life right now.
A parasite is a perfect description. I was going to say cancer.
Yeah, that's all I've had lately is fucking, like, people stressing me the fuck out. Like I said, freaking my old boss passed away. And I didn't want to believe it. Is that wrong of me to not want to believe it? That your old boss just fucking died and you just fucking talked to him a month ago?
We didn't want to believe that
Scotty died,
away.
right?
Yeah. We thought it was all like, yeah, you're fucking kidding. Like let me call him just to be sure.
So even my wife was like, well, the mistake you made was obviously calling somebody. Obviously that was my fucking mistake because I called the person that he's close to. I'm like, hey, did you hear about so and so? And before, just by me saying, did you hear about so and so? That person was like, what happened? Like already you can hear tears in his fucking eyes.
Yeah.
And
they haven't even heard the news.
Exactly.
Someone that doesn't work there already broke the news to him.
So then that person fucking went and reached out to Homeboy's sister, and his sister fucking confirmed it. Yeah, he passed away. So that right there I'm assuming is, well, who fucking told you? Well, Andres. Exactly. Well, Andres told you. Andres told me. But then again, they failed to forget that I no longer work for the fucking company. So I didn't get that corporate email that everybody got. I didn't see that. People called me.
Exactly.
And so I get a fucking couple of days later, and I know I went on a rant last episode, but I'm trying to get to a point. I'm just letting Evan know. Where he sends me a fucking message telling me like that the family wanted to keep it as like on the low, and that like I still don't understand what that has to do with the family. The family hasn't fucking reached out to me. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And they wanted to keep it on the low, and you pissed off a lot of people of management, and you are, if you go to the funeral, don't be welcome with open arms. Like,
yeah, don't be expecting
to be welcome with open arms. And I'm like, bro, you haven't reached out in months. And
right.
this
How
is
do you start a conversation like that?
Exactly. And he doesn't see it. And he doesn't see it as wrong. I sent that fucking screenshot to everybody.
Like a fucking, like he's just fucking normal.
Dude, I even sent that screenshot to one of the members of management. I'm like, look at what your boy's saying. This is the shit that you guys are saying that's supposed to be in between you guys. You guys are telling people that don't even work for the company.
Yeah. Because
he's a supplier. He's not even an employee of Harbor. I'm like, look, whatever you guys are saying is getting out to people that don't even work for fucking Harbor. So I sent it, and everyone who I sent it to, people call me back and like, dude, fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. Dude, they're like, the mistake you made, they told me the mistake you made
was replying.
Exactly. The mistake you made was allowing him to fuck with you.
Exactly.
So how do I deal with stress? I started thinking about all the celebrities that fucking delete their social medias because they hear bullshit, right? They hear whatever they hear about themselves, they deactivate their social medias. They fucking just my brother Danny, fucking already name dropped him twice. He one day disappeared. We couldn't get a hold of him.
Off the face of the earth.
Just disappeared, right? I got worried. I even called a fucking a wellness check to the house.
I was going to say, did you do a wellness check?
I did. I even did a wellness check to the house because I knew where he was at. He was at my grandma's old house. So I even called a wellness check. We were freaking out. We couldn't get a hold of him. So when he finally did, he goes, oh, I was just planting a tree. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, he has an app on his phone that if he doesn't touch his phone for so long, the app like whoever's running this company, app plants a tree in his name. And I'm like, what does that do? Because what that does is that it helps us disconnect. Just turn off your phone and don't use your phone and just disconnect from bullshit, like peaceful therapy, right? So I remembered that he did that. I'm like, you know what? He's like, the guys that told me the problem you had was you allowed him to get under your skin. So the first thing I did was I fucking blocked his number and then I deleted his number.
Dude, immediately cut off.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm like, everybody's like, you should have cut him off the last time he told you shit. And so I did that. And then not only did I do that, we started at the beginning earlier saying that people that have been to my house that have ghosted me also delete. I'm at the point in my life right now that if I don't hear it, it won't bother me. That's it. And that's how I ended the conversation with that guy. I told him, if pretty much I haven't heard from you in a long time, and when I do, it's about fucking bullshit, do me a favor next time, please. And I asked them twice, please,
Don't reach out.
Please, if you hear anything about me going forward, take it to the grave. Take it to the grave. Dude, this last fucking week has been fucking peaceful, bro. I've got calls from some of the guys, but because they called me. Because I'm at the point where, like I told one of the guys that called me on Thursday. I told him, because I was like, hey, who's this? And he was like, oh, really? I'm like, yeah, who's this? He was like, oh, well, you know, you go to this new company and you're too good to talk to people. I'm like, he was just fucking around, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, obviously you fucking know who I am, but I don't know who you are. So he tells me, he's like, oh, it's so-and-so. I'm like, oh, no shit, bro, what's going on? We start catching up, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And like I told him the story. I shared the story with him and everything. And I told him that I'm at the point where if, like, also, like, my phone will not be doing, but there's a bunch of people that my phone will not be going on outgoing calls.
Yeah.
If they reach out, it's because they reach out. The guys that I talk to on the regular basis, like you, or the guys that I go play golf with out here, or the guy that I went to the gym with, those are going to be the regular homies that I can call. But there's a lot of people that I will not be calling their phone anymore.
Exactly.
And that's my peace of mind, you know. And I should have done that a long time ago, because so my drive to work is like an hour there and an hour back, right?
You have a lot of thinking time.
Exactly. The drive there, I would call somebody, talk to somebody, or they didn't answer, try the next person. There was times where I called like 5 different people. They're not answering their fucking phones. And this is right before I put 2 and 2 together.
And this is where you call me. Hey, man, the first 5 didn't answer. You better
bro,
pick up.
But you don't even get up. You don't even leave your house till 7 o'clock. By 7 o'clock, I'm already clocked in. And so instead of doing that, my phone is on airplane mode or do not disturb. And I just started listening to what I used to do was listen to Michael Rosenbaum's podcast, The Inside of You. And just started doing that again. Just started listening to that shit again. Let that be my peace right now. Because, like I said, man, there's a lot of parasites in my fucking life. And honestly, I want them gone, bro.
You just gotta cut them off cold turkey.
100%.
That's it. It's easier said than done, but it's a lot easier. The moment you do it, it brings so much less stress on your shoulders, less things on your mind. You don't need to contact that person. You don't have to worry about them contacting you. It's peaceful to where it's like the next day you'll wake up. Shit, I don't got to worry about this anymore. I don't have to hear from this person anymore. That's the joyful thing, to where you can actually wake up happy. And then somebody else decides to bring negativity or harm into your peace or to your world. Boom, you cut them off. Because you can see that being a cycle with them. It's like they disappear for months. They call you back with some bullshit. Some bullshit that you don't want to hear. Some bullshit that's not even true. And it's just like, dude, why are you calling me with all this bullshit that doesn't concern me, and now you're bringing me into the mess? Now you're bringing peace. Now you're bringing disturbance to my peace, to my personal life. Now I have something to worry about when I didn't have anything to worry about 10 minutes ago. So for me, it's like cutting people off is a lot easier than staying and trying to fix the issue or the problem that they keep causing.
100%, bro. And I started thinking about it. I'm like, people that just bring bullshit to your life are probably just miserable of their own.
They're bored of their life, or like you said, they're miserable, and they want to pass that on to you to make themselves feel better.
Like some of the guys are like telling me, hey man, don't the guys that ghosted you, don't even trip, because obviously they're just fucking they're in a way, that's their way of showing that they're hating because you are succeeding.
They're watching, but and they're hating from afar.
Yeah, or they want to be in your shoes, or because they're the ones that are stuck in their miserable job. Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I said in the beginning, I kind of stopped saying anything about my job description, my duties, because I feel like I feel like they made me feel like I'm bragging, but that's not my intention. You know what I mean? If I tell you, oh fuck, I did this, I did that. This is the only fucking, like yesterday, the only manual labor I fucking did yesterday, not even manual labor, was walking 10,000 steps. And that's because I had to park at a fucking corner and walk to 6 stores. Because there's no parking on Vermont fucking Avenue or Boulevard, whatever that's just called in Koreatown. That fucking street is a fucking shit show, bro. That fucking street is a shit show, bro. You can't park there. So luckily, El Super has like it's a 5-story building. The first floor is a store. Yeah, fucking Evan's eyes just lit up.
Fuck?
Yeah, freaking the first floor is the store. The second floor is the parking. The third floor is parking. And then the third floor also has like the restroom. And I noticed that in the third floor, they also have like a gated little area where the city cars get parked.
Right.
I just gave information of the city cars. Oh shit, man. Hey man, don't nobody go fuck with those cars, man. And I think like the 4th and 5th floor, like, because when you look at the elevator, it has no description. So I think that's offices and shit like that. But I parked there and I just fucking walk. And I just walked to like one store. Obviously, I serviced the super and then back to my van. Then I walk to the next store, whatever they need, whatever I pick up, walk back to the van.
Yeah.
And then back to the next store. Back to the van. And then, dude, but it's like I said, in just those 5-6 stores, bro, it was 10,000 steps. Just in that 2 hour of me doing my job. And like I said, they don't trip out. They don't. However, how long it takes me to do that job, like however long it takes me to service those 5-6 stores,
you don't have a cutoff time.
There is no cutoff time. You know, get it done. Hey, the one thing I heard yesterday is what you can only do so much in an 8-hour day.
See,
is that mentality at the other company? Hells no.
No, they want from 6 a.m. From what, 2:30 now? 2
Dude, there was times where I fucking worked till 6 o'clock in the evening,
From 6 a.m. to 2 p.m., you got to get all your orders in.
Yep.
Don't matter. If it's 2:05, you got to make a phone call or send an email. And you got to pray. You got to pray in hopes it gets on the truck for tomorrow. Yeah. And if it doesn't, guess who's taking a special? Yeah, right. Guess who's hopping in the van? Guess who's filling up their car? Yep. I remember one day that again, my boss fucking called me. He rips me a new one. If I always say he ripped me a new one, I'm talking about the same fucking guy. He rips me a new one, and oh no, I take that back, bro. This is back in Santa Barbara days. He didn't rip me. He didn't rip. Yeah, but he didn't rip me. He didn't rip me a new one. There was an ad, right, for the Coors Molson. I guess it's Molson Coors now. And it was an ad for the 20 pack bottles, right? It was like real dirt cheap, right? And then he calls me. He doesn't rip me, but he tells me, like, he lectures me. He's like, how is it that they only have this much inventory on an ad this great? Like, what the fuck, man? You need to go and write them another order, or you need to go they need a special. And then he was like, well, I said, well, then we can just give them a special. And he's like, well, who's going to deliver it? I'm like, I will. He goes, oh. He didn't expect that answer.
Exactly. So I drove from Santa Barbara to Ventura. So for those of you that know the area, Santa Barbara, we're not just any Santa Barbara. We're talking Santa Barbara, the Albertsons over there by the Goleta area. We're talking the Isla Vista territory for the college kids right there, all the way to the 101 and Victoria exit.
It's like 40 miles right there.
In traffic.
Yeah.
So then I drive it all back. I go pick it up. They already have the van ready for me to go. I pick up the van. I drive it back. The store manager's like, what the fuck is this? Well, you guys have a good ad. My boss, you guys need this. We have inventory next week. I understand that, but boom. And he was like, okay, cool. She took it. I was grateful she took it, right? I drove back to the house. I drove back to the office. I got home that day at 9 o'clock at night, bro. 9 o'clock at night. And that day, my wife lectured me and told me, hey, I didn't marry a fucking person that was going to be gone all day and away from his kids. That was her main priority, the kids. That's not who I married. I'm like, I know, but she kind of like humbled my ass down.
Yeah.
And then, so come the weekend, the ads going through. I go back on Monday.
Still that
same. Hold on.
Oh,
don't jump the gun, bro.
Don't tell me you still have the same beer.
I get there. I take inventory, whatever. They have inventory. And then the boss calls me. Hey, all excited. So how many did they sold? None. He's like, what? What? None sold. You know what? I take that back. One of those 80 fucking cases made it to the shelf.
80?
He was like, are you fucking serious? He lost his shit, bro. I'm like, yeah. Guess what? They have inventory tomorrow. So you need to send somebody over here to come organize this shit because I'm not going to do it. And sad to say, but he sent our buddy Gary. Poor Gary.
Fucking Gary.
Gary had to go back there and organize all that shit.
Was this the Albertsons with that walk-in?
The Albertsons with the walk-in cooler.
Yeah, so there's the beer cooler, and then directly to the left of that is just the walk-in.
Yeah. Yup.
Oh God.
Dude,
80
how
cases.
many sold? None. I take that back. One made it to the cold box.
And it was a broken case.
No. But it's just like, the thing is that let us do our fucking job. We know what we're doing.
Exactly.
We know the inventory. We know how they sell. We know they have enough.
You know what the store sells. You know what they buy. You know what customers come in. If you see a great ad for something as much as Molson Coors, it's one. If it's not 30 packs, it's too good to be true.
And back then, these code days were like 3 to 4 months, right?
Yeah.
I sold the last 20 pack literally the weekend before it expired. Only because a Smart and Final opened down the street and I was able to fucking move them over there.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, back at working at Harbor or Allied, if you have close to code beer, we call it CTC, but close to code, if the date's coming up a week or two out,
not even, bro, a month. We have to start moving it within a month.
Us as sales reps, we have to find different locations, and that's not just as in our territory. We have to go to other sales reps' territories. Hey, what store do you have that moves 20 packs, 12 packs, 30 packs, whatever? Okay, what do you need? I need to swap it out for this at a further date. Okay, take it over here. That takes, honestly, about an hour and a half from loading it into your car, explaining to the receiver and the manager what you're doing,
and sometimes they're
going
not even
back.
And sometimes they're not even cool about that because wait a minute, you're bringing me older beer. You want me to sell older beer to my customers? Fuck
exactly.
That. Yeah,
that's what added more stress.
Yeah. Well, luckily, like I said, I had a new Smart and Final across down the street that fucking helped me out and were understanding. But yeah, we used to load that poor CRV that I have. Is so fucked up from the inside because of all the beer that I used to carry. One day I had so much beer in there, I slammed on my brakes and a fucking 12-pack of Blue Moon Seasonal hit me in the back of the head. Hit me in the back of the head, bro. That's how much beer I had in my car.
Were you there? Were you there when Molson Coors? This was back when we had to carry all the beer. Yeah, you were still there, but when we had to bring every Friday.
Yeah, out of codes.
Out of codes.
Yeah.
Out of codes, close to codes, breakage. We had to bring it back to the warehouse.
Every Friday.
Do you remember that one year where it was the Molson Coors audit, but Constellation had their had their summer kickoff at Sagebrush Cantina, and every sales rep, they had all their cars full.
Yeah.
Three sales reps got into accidents on the way to Sagebrush. One had 2 tires popped just because of the weight of the beer.
I'm telling you, bro. One day we had to pick up all those Blue Moon Seasonals. That's the reason why I had so much beer in my car. And I slammed on my brakes because of fucking drivers, and it hit me. A 12-pack hit me in the back of the head, bro. I was like, "Fuck this shit." But anyways, we're going to do that anymore. Exactly. And dude, like I said, this new company, I need to carry POS, I need to carry supplies, I need to carry product, but they provide it, and it's all in the van, and they fucking provide it. And the beautiful thing about the van is that it has this fucking plexiglass separating the
protector,
van. Nothing's gonna hit me in the back of the head. Pero
you get to take it home. You don't have to go to the warehouse and take it back.
Exactly.
It's so much better.
If I have stuff that needs to get tossed out, if I'm at a gasoline station, liquor store, whatever, hey, bro, I'm going to use your trash bin. Go for it. Knock yourself out. Dude, I got home yesterday, and the kids, I take a lunch bag, and Jojo lifts the fucking lunch bag. Says, Dad, why the fuck is this shit so heavy? This is how much fucking people love you at work. Your retailers, right?
Yeah.
He opens that shit up, bro, and it's like a fucking Christmas bag. Fucking
you brought your own 7-Eleven home.
Pretty much. Arizona, Gatorade, water bottle, fucking root beer, soda, fucking a bag of chips, fucking a bag of the little thing of Hostess, 2 pieces of Hostess.
Twix.
Dude, they are excited to see you. They're happy to see you. They treat you like fucking royalty. What a fucking difference compared to what you were at. And that's why I stopped telling people anything, because I feel like I was fucking bragging.
Exactly.
That's not my intention. That's just what's going on.
Dude, as a beer and liquor sales rep, you walk into a liquor store, like 9 times out of 10, those owners or whoever's in charge are just like, fuck this guy again.
Yep.
Like, what is it now?
Exactly. Because you're the old company, you're fucking walking in there, they already know you're walking in there to ask them for something.
Exactly. It's never just a, hey, what's up? How you doing?
And this is what I told a customer. Yesterday. I'm like, look, bro, the new ones are coming out. You already know. We give you a list of what comes out, what you need to take out for the new ones to go in. Don't give me the I don't have space bullshit speech.
Yeah.
I'm not Harbor, where Harbor brings you in new shit and you have nowhere to put it.
Exactly.
You
have to find a place.
I'm telling you what you need to have ready for me to pick up for you to put the new ones in. And he's like, you're right. But anyways, I think we're done, Evan. I think we're done ranting. Are you done ranting? I think I'm done ranting.
We can go for another hour.
This fool. It's already. I'm sweating, bro. It's fucking hot.
You've been sweating before I even got here, dude. And I'm like I said, I'm in a long sleeve.
I think we're gonna cut it, bro. Because I think we're just gonna get into. I think we hit the point of what we're trying to talk about. Stress. Try your best to not allow parasites or fucking. Notice I keep saying parasites. Parasites or fucking your job or family. What you think, if you think they're a friend and they're stressing you out, they're not a fucking friend.
Just start distancing yourself.
Yeah, it's
the faster you start distancing yourself, the better you're gonna feel. Mentally, emotionally, it's not worth it when you're waking up and you're already mentally and emotionally drained. You go
to your first. It's barely 7:00 in the morning. You open your fucking. You turn on your phone to a fucking text message that just ruins your fucking day.
Exactly. Before you even got to brush your teeth.
Exactly. So it's like, pretty much like I know I started this podcast and my promo even says that I eliminated negativity, right? But sometimes you don't see that negativity. I didn't think this parasite was a fucking negative person. People warned me about him before. Evan warned me about him. I warned you
about him.
Before.
I know exactly who you're talking about. And that guy's a piece of shit.
Okay. Evan said it.
I'll say it to his face too. That guy is a big piece of shit.
Evan warned me about this guy. He goes, this guy talks out of his ass a lot. You got to be careful what he says. But I'm the kind of person that, and this is what I told the guy, they called me on yesterday, or on Thursday, I'm sorry. This is what I told him. The thing with me is that I'm the kind of person that you can warn me about somebody, right? But until it happens to me,
you got to experience it first.
Exactly. So I have to experience it. But my mistake was not blocking his number the first time I experienced it.
Exactly. And that's the thing. Like when it, I know we're going to cut it pretty soon, but I noticed it when it first happened to me. I was already already on the fence with him. I didn't contact him at all. I mean, obviously we worked for the same company. He was he worked as as one of the reps. He was a sales rep for Harbor, but he became a supplier. So we had no choice but to work with him.
And you know what, dude? The thing is that when I left Allied, Ventura County, and I came out here and I knew nobody and I bumped into him as a supplier, I was like, fuck. Like he welcomed me with open arms. So I never, what somebody told me the other day, does a leopard changes spots, something like that, right?
Yeah.
To them, he was already showing his true colors, but to me, I never saw that. And people warned me, and I did not want to believe it. Like I treated this guy like family, and yeah.
I think this is a good one. I heard this a while ago. A snake that sheds its skin is still a snake.
Yeah. Yep.
100%.
So, like I said, man, if like there was times where I came home, like the last time that he got under my skin, I came home and I was yelling, bro. I was yelling at my wife and everything, and it wasn't her fault. And she tells me, and she told me, I'm gonna let you vent. I'm gonna let you get it off your fucking chest. Go ahead and scream and yell. Punch the fucking wall. But at the end of the day, you're not mad at me. You're mad at the parasite.
Exactly.
So if there's people that you got to look at the signs, man. And if I can tell you something, is like, if I can teach you something, is pretty much if you see the signs, like if it gives you like a weird vibe, I think that's where you have to figure out, is this person a real friend or a fucking parasite?
For me, it's if more than 2 people have to tell you about this person, most likely it's true.
Yeah.
If 5 people have to tell you about this person, then that's when you should just distance yourself completely.
My buddy Juan, name drop Juanito. He told me we were venting. We were talking. I was venting to him. We were talking. I went to go play golf with him on Monday, and
must be nice.
Yeah, you don't live here. And he tells me, but I'll give you something right now. Hold on. Let me give you something. Hold on. Talk while I give you something.
Oh gosh, I wonder what it is. He's going into a box with his old candy that he got from when it was a van.
Here you go, bro.
What the?
Don't say what company that
God,
is.
They're not even tailor made or
fuck off, dude. Fucking.
I would take Kirkland's. Come on, what the hell
fucking
is this?
Picky motherfucker.
What the hell is ProFlight? And they're used.
Anyways, I think they are used. Anyways, he told me
they're fucking used.
Back to what I was saying, bro. I gave him golf balls and with the company logo that I try not to share. Anyways, he tells me, if you know, you know. That's all that matters. He told me the thing with you, Andres, is that you trust too easily, and that's my mistake.
Yeah,
I trust too easily, so it is what it is. But real quick, this episode was sponsored by SolarX Insurance. Fast, friendly, and affordable coverage. Ride a motorcycle or need an SR22, they got you covered. SolarX helps all drivers no matter the situation. Get a quote today and see the SolarX difference. Call 877-736-4719. That's 877-736-4719. Or check them out at www.slxinsurance.com. And get back on the road with confidence. Give my boy Juan a call. He's waiting for you guys. He's got his girls there waiting for you guys. So give him a call. I know some of you have called. Keep calling. Anyways, before I end this, Evan, any last words?
Not really, but thank you for another episode. I think we covered a lot. We got a lot off our chest. We gave, the listeners some good values, some good points, advice to deal with people, parasites, like you call them. I call them cancer because it goes, it comes, it goes, it comes. Hey, stay strong.
Grok said it's either a toxic or a parasite. I prefer parasite.
You pick parasite, I'll stick with cancer.
Okay. So
cancer's a lot more harmful than a parasite.
Right. But anyways, that's it, bro. Like I end every podcast, Evan, thank you for riding with me.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to Ride With Me, the Flat Tire Indie Podcast. You can also listen to us on iTunes, Spotify, and Podbean.